people? This is BVI Channel 1. I welcome you again on today's program, Matters Arising. This is a live broadcast coming to you from the studios of BVI Channel 1. Today, I'm expected to join with me as a special guest, the president of our Laible Development Foundation, as we go through what Igbos must do, what the Southeast must do to protect themselves. We will be talking on issues concerning security and narrowing it down to anti-open grazing bill, which ADF, our Laible Development Foundation, is at the front line to making sure that it is being signed into law in Southeast. Not just in Southeast, but every Igbo-speaking state. I'll be bringing in, without wasting your time, our guest. But before then, I want to sincerely apologize for the late in transmission on today's Matters Arising. Yes, we had serious delay. We're trying to put things together and also to be able to connect with our guests. So you sit back there, make sure you invite your friends, invite your contacts, share this broadcast to whomever that is interested to listen to the message that will be coming from here. Because the information coming from here is no propaganda. It is a tool to empower you with the right information. I'll be bringing in guest, the president of our Laible Development Foundation, no other person than Professor Ozodimma Nwala. Hello, sir. It's a pleasure having you on today's program.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, listening to us. Thank you.
All right. So, without wasting much time, we are looking at the issue of security in Igbo land today. And it is no longer a news that a lot of challenges bordering around security is being faced on a daily basis by our people, especially those living in the rural area. What is your take on the responsibility of security matters between the people and the government?
Chinedu, you know, we in ADF started a long time ago to alert our people on the impending state of security doom, which has now partially enveloped us. We started a long time ago. We've organized a number of organizations. The last one we organized was I think in January. 20-something organizations, and we issued what we may call an SOS. Igbo leaders and stakeholders. It is unfortunate that we find ourselves in the situation we find ourselves, which is due to a number of historical factors. But be it as it may, one fundamental principle we have to bear in mind is our religious background and upbringing. It is our general belief that unless God protects a people, it is in vain that watchmen try to guard the place. But it is also said within our religious faith that God help those who help themselves. So it is madness to fold our hands and say, God will protect us. God will protect us. We must do something. Fundamental principles. We must hold on to our faith in God. We must also strive as human beings to do the best we can to protect ourselves. Number two, we have made this point several times that the issue of security is being mystified among us. And I think this is the work of the enemy in order to keep us defenseless. To give us the impression that security is only the affair of the federal government or the state government. No, it's not correct. Security is everybody's concern. As we have said several, security is a joint responsibility of the people and the government. In fact, security has several layers. Individuals have responsibility to defend themselves, to protect themselves, their family, their wives and children. Communities have also responsibility. Local governments have responsibility. Before we come to state and federal government. But above all, the most fundamental security mechanism for everybody in laible today is the one that comes from applying the principles of our customs. Our customary law provides us guidance based on fundamental divine principles, which says that everybody has a duty to defend and protect himself. This is why within our custom, we teach our young children to use how to use catapult, not only to hit the bed, but also to fight the enemy. In the north, they teach their children to use bows and arrows. We also have gone in our traditional communities. Men, once you grow into a level, you call yourself a man, you must have a gun to protect yourself. So security is a joint responsibility of the people and the government. We must not hold a hand and wait on the government to come and help us. We must do something to protect ourselves. And as we say, there are layers of security: personal, community, local government, state, and so on. So that's where we are today. In fact, one can say that there are two basic principles of security in our community today. One is our customary law. One of the areas that have been troubling us, we've been quarreling over, is the menace, insecurity occasioned by the reckless movement of cows belonging to the Fulanis and so on, that move around recklessly, destroy crops, and allow weird Fulani youths had under the cloak of the movement of cattle to engage in terrible infliction of insecurity and harm on our people, raping them, killing them, and so on and so forth. So it is important for us that we must be able, first and foremost, hold on to our customary principles that allows us to defend ourselves, defend our crops, and so on, before we come to those of the states. The other thing I want to mention at this stage is I listened to the recording of what transpired at the last stakeholders meeting organized by Hanese. Wodo made a very brilliant speech. The Obi of Onitsha also made a brilliant speech. But one important thing the Obi Onitsha stressed is that security is a collective affair. It is not that of an individual. Therefore, in laible, we must learn to work in unison, collectively, for protection, for defense. So I think I may stop here and we continue as the discussion unfolds.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. You've made a very wonderful, valid point there. When you talk about security as it is today in Nigeria, it is bordered around they call it herders-farmers clash. And in the southeast today, we have witnessed in so many villages and towns that have been ransacked, farms destroyed, and even farm settlers are now leaving their farm settlement. They can no longer go to the farm. The women can no longer access their farm. We've had the case of rape, abduction, and also demand for ransom. So it has become a rapid reoccurrence in Southeast. What's the link? Because your organization have been championing anti-open grazing bill. Let us understand in detail what this anti-open grazing bill is and its position on our custom and tradition, and also its enactment into a state law.
Well, Chined, I think you know that the security within laible, within the southern zones in Nigeria generally today, is as a result of the determined program of the Fulanis to occupy Nigeria, which a move that has been aided by the policy of the federal government to keep the borders porous and allow the Fulanis from all parts of West Africa to enter. It does appear to some of us that all this movement of young men, even within the period of the lockdown to the south, is part of this movement of the Fulanis from other West African countries to come and settle and occupy Nigeria. As things are today, one obvious camouflage the Fulanis use in penetrating various communities is using the movement of their cows, their cattle. In the last few weeks, we have been faced with this challenge in my area in Imo State, in Mbise, where they entered, brought in their cow, large herd of them, and had confrontation with our youth. They are still pushing around and other parts of Mbise, and I'm sure Imo State. Of course, you know what's happening in many areas. They are invading farms, destroying crops, raping women, killing people, and so on, using the guise of the movement of cattle. It is in the light of that that the laible Development Foundation have tried to borrow a leaf, and is advising our people to borrow a leaf from what the Benue people have done, what the Yorubas are doing now. That is to say, to pass a law banning open grazing. A law banning open grazing. In Benue State today, in TV land, you cannot parade your cattle all over the place in the farms and so on. No, you'll be punished. So ADF has started, since 2016, ADF has sent bills to all the 7 Houses of Assembly in the 7 Igbo-speaking states, urging them to pass this bill, which will now empower people to add to it our customary print laws, which does not allow cattle, sheep, goats to roam around. They have to be tethered, tied to ropes, you know. So ADF is asking the state governments to pass this law. It's very easy. It will empower the people to defend themselves, defend their crops, prevent this reckless overrunning of the area, reckless killing and rape of our women. So open grazing bill is fundamental today in terms of the security of our laible and the environs. So ADF has been doing that. In recent times, members of ADF have mounted campaign, you know, calling on everybody, the government, to end open grazing now. That campaign has been on. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Now that you've mentioned what the ADF have done and the issue of signing it into law, we have heard about some people saying that, or you mentioned it actually, that the issue of security is not an exclusive responsibility of the government. That is a collaboration of the government and the people. It's a collective responsibility. You've also mentioned or highlighted the importance of enacting it into law so that the people can act upon that law to protect their crops and their community. What is the position of, or what do you think, let me just put it that way, what do you think is making the southeastern governors to shy away from taking this one important responsibility to sign into law anti-open grazing bill? What do you think is making them not to act as expected? The way they responded to COVID-19, which we all believe that it has killed far less number of people that this issue of open grazing has done on our people since the time of lockdown. So what do you think is, making our governors not to be proactive on this matter?
Chinedu, one thing all of us should bear in mind is that government is run by people. And the people have different levels of experience and background, particularly in the way people are sent to power in our part of the world. It's very easy for anybody with very little background to become a member of a legislature, a senator, or even a governor. One thing that's very important, however, that anybody aspiring to serve the people, no matter your level of education and experience, one thing that's important is patriotism. You must hold your that responsibility on behalf of the people. You must also be willing to learn in the course of discharging your responsibility. But once you don't have that spirit of patriotism, you are entering governance for self and for friends. Then it becomes a disaster. ADF has made it a policy to be very patient with our governors, not to engage them or criticize them openly, but to make strategic suggestions and proposals to them to move along with them. We've been at several meetings, we've been in security committees which they set up, and we have been emphasizing fundamental principles. One, that security is a joint responsibility of the people and government. Take, for example, what happened in Yoruba land when they launched their Metekun. The governors were there, legislators were there. Their cultural union was there, their leaders were there. Ex-servicemen were there, OPC was there, hunters were there, women were there, church people were there. It was a collective mass thing. The same thing happened in Benue. Otto became strong when all the social forces were behind him. But we've had a problem convincing our governors to carry the people along, carry the social organizations along, carry the youths along their various formations. In Yoruba land office, which is the militant wing of the youth organization, it works with the people. Why can't our governments work with MASOP, with IPOP, with other militant formations? Why can't we? Why do we have to stigmatize them? Well, on our part, we are also aware that there are problems with some of these organizations, some of these transformations. One problem is that of ego, which is disastrous. Disastrous. We've had meetings with some of them. We've tried to educate them, to tell them they cannot be more phenomenal than Azikiwe in those days or Ojukwu in those days. But at the end of the day, these gentlemen saw the limit is arising from the position they hold. They had to come close to the people, made a mistake when he was president, the leader. Everything was around him, around America and the people. He carried that, but later on, when he came back, he now saw that the people were supreme. He went against the popular will of the people and failed the election. He lost the people. It was later that Uju would try to get into the heart of the people. And how did he manage to do that? By embracing those militant formations that were fighting for. And other formations. We've discussed with Nnamdi Kanu on this. We'll try to let you know that the populism around IPOB is a historical. It's born out of collective work built over the years from the war by many of us at various levels, educating our people, helping our people to maintain their head in spite of shit during the war. We fought gallantly during the Constitutional Conference. We fought gallantly in many of the parties in G34 and so on and so forth. So we'll be asking these chaps to learn from experience and humble yourself and make yourselves available to work with the elders for the collective defense and protection of our people. We've also been telling our governors there's not much we can do without the churches. The churches and the town unions are very close to the people. When I talk of the town unions, I mean town unions that have the spirit of the town union that was supreme in Sodaziki ways and operas. Not town unions that are running around after the government and petition to conduct and things like that. Town unions have really veritable forces. The churches and biggest of the churches are very veritable forces. Must learn to use them, must learn to cultivate them. All these will form a very formidable force that no force can penetrate, no army can penetrate, no Fulani can penetrate. Have to work on it. When you be of a during the last second meeting, someone by it's a collective affair of the people. He really meant that every hand should be on deck. Every hand should be on deck, and that is the message ADF has been passing. All this talk about we have done this, we have done that, we've gone to United Nations, we've gone to ADF. I can tell you was the first to go to the United Nations to bring our case to the UN. When I led a delegation comprising our indomitable late
Dr.
Kedife, with our very indomitable Sam Ohabua, with our strong secretary, with our fellows in the US, we went to the United Nations and deposited a petition against the threat, ominous threat, that hang over our heads following the quick notice, which even though quick notice was pronounced by Northern Youth, we know that their elders were behind it. That prompted the United Nations to send the ambassador to Nigeria. And when they came, there was a misrepresentation. They came on behalf of a petition from Ohaneze, which is not true. It was petitioned by ADF. We went to American Congress. We went to United Nations. We visited the historical place in the US, Martin Luther King Center. We visited the place where our fellow drowned. But come ashore and live the life of slaves. And I know that our chaps have been working hard.
I think at this time we are your audio is coming out very bad. We can't hear
I think
you.
everybody.
Your network seems
Yeah.
to be poor now. Okay, but I think it is come back again. Now, sorry to interrupt there because of the network. What will be the action of the people? It's very important because I'm meant to understand that ADF have sent the anti-open grazing bill to legislators of the 7 Igbo-speaking states to pass that bill into law. For the past 3 years, nothing has happened, and every day things get worse. What action should the people take to persuade the government to do the needful? Or should they just fold their hands and wait until whenever they are ready to take action on that?
No, Chinedu, I think pressures has been mounted by ADF and others. By the way, the Abia State legislature passed that anti-open grazing bill, but it was not signed to law by the government. And we've discovered also that under Udenwa in Imo State, there is an anti-open grazing law in Imo State. We know of that, And because ADF has continued, along with others, BVI and others, to mount pressure for the anti-open grazing law to be passed. ADF and others are collecting signatures. BVI and others are also working with ADF to organize 1 million march of the people to press on the governor to pass this bill, to pass this bill. Why don't they pass it? What is the fear? Benue had done it. Why can't we pass it? What is holding our people back? We should continue to put pressure. By the way, I think what lies ahead of us now is really to get our people, our youths, the churches, the town union to become militant in their demand on the governors. If possible, be on the march, organize demonstrations, organize picketing to the state legislators and others, and get them to know that they are serving the people and not themselves. So I think this is the way to go.
Okay, sir. You have really answered very well. I think it is time for us to open up the lines. If you're calling, make sure you call and you place your listening device on the mute so that our voice doesn't interfere. And some of you who are dropping comments, complaining about the audio, please check your head devices. Make sure that it is connected properly and check your network as well, because from our monitors, the audio is coming out well. Now, we're supposed to take some points raised by the viewers right there on the YouTube. Prof, somebody made a very important observation. He said, why is it that our meetings are always on the open? That why is it that issue like this is being discussed on the open, on the media like this? So what can you say about it? Is it necessary that what we are doing here, from your own perspective?
Chinedu, there's nothing we have discussed today that is so private, so strategically important for us to keep away from the people, from the popular platform. There's nothing. We know those aspects of security that don't need to be discussed in the open. So I don't see anything wrong in popularly mobilizing our people, arousing their spirit of valor, which is what I think your program is meant to do, a kind of enlightenment, So I don't think there's other people also discuss their own security. The Fulani discuss theirs in the mosques and other gatherings. I don't know whether we do that in our churches. We do that in our town union. Those are the places. But I think the kind of discussion we're having in media, like the one we're having today, it's not out of place. But I do know there are a lot of yapping people making reckless strategic discussions and proposals in the media. I think we should draw a line.
All right. Okay. Now that you've said that, some people are worried about some aspect of anti-open grazing bill, in the sense that they say, is anti-open grazing bill in support of ranching? And if you say yes, what's the difference between ranching and the ruga, which the federal government have proposed earlier on?
Well, the ranching is an economic project of identifiable individuals. Governments can also embark on it. After all, Okpara's regime did set up similar things in Ubud and other places, you know. But this is established by the government of the territory, by the people of the territory, not by foreign listing. Every land in Alibo today is owned by a family, by individuals, or by communities. There's no land that's open to foreigners. The Fulani don't have any land in Alibo. The Yoruba don't have any land in Alibo, unless the ones they've acquired legally. The same thing people in Yoruba land, if they want land for anything, they acquire it legally. For people to force themselves and occupy our forests and lands, no, that should not be allowed. You know. So the Ruga thing we know was part of the program of the federal government to allow the Fulanis to overrun the whole territory of Nigeria. And you've heard them saying that they own Nigeria, they own our waterways, they own our what do you call them now? They own even the level of legal part of the sea that belongs to us, that they own it. So I think what is needed today is for our people to defend themselves and their land, our governors to do the same thing, you know. So I think the measures that our people are applying now to make sure their forests are cleared of foreigners. If you want to live in Alibo, you must live as legally as we do, live with the people as we do. There's no open land where you can go and occupy, you know. We can't go to any foreign, any Yoruba land and occupy it, or go to any Hausa land and occupy it, you know. So I think there's a line between official ranching. Our people who want to ranch should be allowed to do so, you know, but not foreigners coming to take our territory, or not for the governments of Alibo, who, because they may have been hoisted on us by outside forces, want to cede our land and our territory to non-Igbo districts. No.
Okay, sir, somebody made another comment that is very important, and you've highlighted on it, concerning the agitating groups, their importance in these security issues, the roles they can play in ensuring that our homeland is secured. Now, there is a vital issue bordering around it, the issue of unity. Somebody made a comment here. He said, by Alex Moses, he said, sir, please use your good office to bring our people together. Please, sir. He also said that he is referring to the youths. They are very, very important. So what is your take on this particular issue, the issue of unity?
Chinedu, I think you and some of our fellows have been close to ADF, what we have been doing with this regard. We've given more attention showed more interest in IPOB than anybody else. The same thing with Watsap. I remember some years ago, I defended Watsap in a conference organized by federal government in Kuru. Last year, I led a delegation that spent 2 nights in Bayelsa with Dokubo. A few months ago, I spent 2 days in Enugu with Watsap, with Wazirike and the indomitable wife, the wife of our indomitable leader, Ojukwu, in Enugu during the celebration of Ojukwu district. The message is synergy. Let's work together. Since the recent outburst quarrel among them, people have been calling on ADF to intervene. And I've started talking to them privately. I think we need to close ranks among our militant formations. The clergy and ADF have been working together for a long time, and I think we are making moves to consolidate this. The same thing with ADF and the World Igbo Congress. We've been working close together. I was at the last global zone meeting they called. The president invited me, I spoke there, and we have been in touch. We've been in touch with our very indomitable research formation. That is the Inter-Society. We've also been in touch with your own outfit. We've been working together with you and with many forces. So I think ADF is poised, consulting seriously, so that we can close gaps. We used to be a different dagger draw with Aneze, but that we close the gap now. Happy here from UK and others organized a night summit between me and Wood, which was hosted by the indomitable Archbishop. After that, we've held 2 meetings organized jointly by us and Aneze. And the Cultural Summit we set up, we've been working with them and so on. We've been trying to inject some kind of this thing. ADF has stood firm anyway in defending what we think is the correct path, like the water position on the, on community policing. We stated that. I'm happy we're all coming to terms with that. I'm happy also what remains now is all of us to embrace our militant organizations and the militant organization to shed this anachronistic egoism that hangs around their methodology. So I think the request is clear now, especially now that everybody feels the threat. Everybody feels the threat. Everybody is at stare. Everybody's worried. This is the time for us to come together.
Exactly. Thank you, Prof. I think we have exhausted most of the concerns that have been raised within the week, which made us to bring you on this program. But we can't let you go. Some people I know, I believe they want to call. If you want to call, we still have about 5 minutes on this program because we want to use it to give Prof the time to address our people as a father in this pressing period. Hello, Prof. Our people would like to hear from you as a father, as a leader, to give them direction and inspire them to do the right thing to ensure the security and prosperity of our Igbo is consolidated. Sir.
Thank you, Chinedu. I want to thank our people. And moreover, thank God that has kept us alive till today. And also kept alive some of our leaders with experience, both before the war of the war. Happy that people like Kenwa Bweze is still alive. People like Ndubisi Kalu is still alive. People like Iwanyan is still there. Moreover, the indomitable, the boy is good, is still there. Obi of Onitsha is still there. And many others. We have the right caliber of statesmen with enough experience to help guide our struggle. And thank God also, He has given us the youth who are in the heart To stand firm against the enemy, what is required is methodology. Some time ago, I issued a statement and mentioned the difference between Ebono, Ebaka, and Ebuche. And I think what we require today is Ebuche and Ebaka. We've done a lot of Ebono, you know. So we need to come together. I want to make special appeal to our people in diaspora. It is the diaspora that saved the Jews in their district. By the way, we in ADF started our mission, trying to see whether we can walk in the same direction as the Jewish League, the Jewish Electorate did to salvage the Jews. Unity is very important. You know, our youth should please work together, try to get gain from our experience. We've seen a lot. But what is most important now is that there has to be a base. That's why we're appealing to the church. Please come close together. We and other forces come close together. We'll be able to inspire greater courage and greater sense of patriotism among our people. We're also appealing to our governors. Please, gentlemen, we like your patriotism, but bear in mind that you are not gods. You are there to serve our people. As Obi of Onitsha said last time, it's a message, I think, for you and for the President of our and others, that what required today is collective solidarity. Everybody working together. Nobody should be, say, so that's my appeal to our people. ADF will continue to provide the intellectual backforce, strategic backforce. The Northerners have similar formations like ADF, headed by Gambari. The former president of ASU is there, and others. They now have bigger heads than us. Somebody called me recently and said that, do you know that they are trying to use Gambari to foist a new president of Ohanes on Igbo? I laughed. I said, well, that's part of this thing, but I think today, we in Igbo land are getting to the point we are going to be more strategic in our movements, in everything, and preparing for our future, and taking care of our institutions, protecting our institutions, protecting our Hanese, our governments, our churches from being eroded, being corrupted by the enemy, protecting our town unions, and making them more militant, more patriotic. That's our duty today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. We sincerely appreciate your coming to this program and joining us live to address Igbo at this time that it is mostly needed. We appreciate you and we wish you more life, we wish you more strength and more health. Thank you for joining us, and we hope subsequently you will join us in this program as we continue to educate our people. Thank you, Prof, for being part of this program.
Thank you, Chinedu, and please continue the good work you're doing.
Thank you, sir. We will not disappoint. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will let you go now. That is Prof. That is the president of laible Development Foundation. He has just addressed us today on Matters Arising. Matters Arising is a program where we table issues that concerns us as a people. And I appreciate you who have been watching, those who have been following, those who have subscribed. We first of all apologize for coming live late. We were supposed to run this program from 6 to 7, but we started this program at about 10 minutes to 7. That's why we took it up till this time. Nevertheless, we are here to educate our people. We are here to inform our people. We are here to sensitize our people. We are not here to incite anybody or preach any sectional or factional group. We are here for the freedom of our people. We are here for the sensitization of our people. We believe that information is power. That when people are misinformed, then they are bound to make blunders. So that is why we are very, very okay. Let's take this call, the first caller for this program, very quickly. Hello. Hello. The caller on phone.
Hello.
Hello, the caller on phone.
Hello.
Yeah, please can you mute where you are listening to this program from so that we can hear you properly. Our voice is interfering. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Afam Bunkiru Anyelimba. I'm from Birmingham, UK.
All right, madam. You are welcome to the program. You've heard what we are discussing. What is your take on that?
Yeah, if someone okay, I need to speak English because of other audience.
Go on.
It's been a custom because, as I said before, I worked in customary court in Banana in Umoji, 1984 to 1989, and we had some cases of people, their sheep or their goat went into others' land and destroyed their crops, which they had to pay for it. So I don't believe it's a borrowed idea from anybody. It has been a custom in Igbo, as far as I'm concerned. It's been a custom, a customary custom, in Umoji in particular, that you will not let your goat or sheep to go and graze in somebody's land. It's either you put it on rope or you go and fetch the food for them. So at the end of the day, I don't like it to be like we are trying to borrow from other people. It's not a borrowed custom. Maybe they pass it into law themselves first, but it's been a customary law. So it's different between a borrowed idea. It's something you don't have a clue of before, but you are borrowing it. It's not a borrowed idea. It's something that is been there customarily that need to be generalized, like being done in every nation of Igbo land in order to progress. And I find it difficult to understand why youths, why elders, why people that will be staying at home, seeing their family killed, and waiting until somebody is calling you for a meeting before you can rise up. Has our custom be killed as well? Has our conscience be killed as well? That we have to wait until a meeting is organized before we can raise issues that our people are dying. I find it difficult to understand. Okay, I'll leave it like that, but he said a lot, but all I'm trying to emphasize that it's not a borrowed custom. It's a custom that I've lived with when I was young, so it has not eroded. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you. That's the caller from UK. Let us quickly turn over to the commentaries here before we wrap it up. We have Evans Onye Haka Obe. He said you love the program, you love the platform. Thank you. We have Alex Moses. Okay, I think Prof have taken your question. Victor Chikezi said he's waiting for them to attack. I don't think we should wait for anyone to attack us before we start taking preemptive actions to prevent that from happening. Chibuike Eneke, to unite to fight one cause is the best, as the elder is saying. Yeah, the president of ADF mentioned that categorically clear. Thank you for that comment from Chibuike Eneke. Alex said you appreciate what we are doing here. Thank you. We appreciate you for watching too, and all of you there watching this program. Please endeavor to click on the subscription button. If you have not, click on the notification bell so that you'll be having notification anytime we are live. This program runs every Tuesday and every Friday. Friday is Biafra discourse, why today these matters are rising. Let us take this caller quickly. Hello?
Listen, my brother, God bless you. How help Biafra?
Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, from Onisha.
Go on. What's your submission with the discussion we are having today?
That is wonderful. Now somebody gave this number. First of all, the person worked on YouTube, our BVI. So I saw you before the young man made the wife advert. So about concerning Africa, Nigeria, Biafra, the killing. So I was astonished. That's what promotes us very, very well. So the sister would name your number. Yeah, God, if it's possible. So number one is I'm making a chineke. It's in the car. Mbonile bombono na aba ka anyị nwere ụba ya. Naanị Chukwu okike pụrụ ime ihe niile n'eluigwe n'ụwa. Mbụ onye anyị ga-eji ikpere ya were kwụghachi ụgwọ maka ọ ga-emere anyị. Ga-agọzi unu ncha niile from generation to generation.
Amen. Thank you very much. So what's your take on what we are discussing about the anti-open grazing bill? Would you support the 1 million march that is being proposed?
Seriously.
Because we'll be starting a program very soon on Nodenibo Radio. We are going to partner with them. Some people who have pledged to support the program of the 1 million march and the sensitization of our people through radio station and also grassroots mobilization. We appreciate you. It is still open if you want to support and partner with this platform, BVI Channel 1, as we continue to sensitize, to mobilize, to inform our people regarding this issue on ground, the anti-open grazing bill, signing it into law. So if you want to support us, if you want to partner with us, don't forget the line is open for you. The number is still up there. You can see that there. You can call at any time to partner with BVI Channel 1. Laible Development Foundation is at the front burner to make sure that this bill is passed into law. And also we have PRM, People's Restoration Movement, who are the mobilization body to bring the people together for this purpose. Thank you, my brother, for calling.
Okay.
We are going to be ending this program very shortly, but let us finish with the comments so that we will wrap up. We have Robert Amadi say, Chinedu, I'm very much in support of 1 million march and the protest as pressure for anti-open grazing bill. Please put a time limit for the waiting. Yes, we are already making the necessary, the preliminary movement and the organization and mobilization of the right people who are going to be at the front line on this march. And also, I want to tell you that the ADF have sent the bill to the state assemblies, and the next port of call is to resend it again as a reminder, which will be brought to you, and as well, go on the massive mobilization. We are looking towards, by the end of July, if they don't sign it into law, from the first week of August, we'll shut down the Southeast for this purpose, until they sign it into law. If the government could sign, or if the government could lock down the entire state because of COVID-19, which have killed, insignificant number or handful of people in the Southeast since the lockdown. Whereas the issue of security boiling around the clash and the activities of herders in our bushes have caused deaths much more than COVID-19. Then if you weigh it in the balance, you find out that we are more threatened by the activities of open grazing than that of COVID-19. And that is why it's a collective responsibility of everyone to join and put hands on deck. This is our frontline action, because some people are saying we are talking too much, you're saying too much on the social media. What is the action? Now here is the action. If you are listening to the sound of my voice and you are an Igbo person, whether at home or in diaspora, we admonish you to take this campaign to everyone around you. Tell them that Southeast will shut down from August if they don't sign anti-open grazing bill into law. So that is the time frame. Thank you for that, your comment there. We appreciate you, sir. That is from Alex. John Emmanuel said, I was Professor Ejiofor of World Igbo Congress on an interview, and I'm happy with what he is saying. Mobilizing and reaching out to ADF, myself, LNC, and IPOB. That is a very wonderful move by Ejiofor, the president of World Igbo Congress. We have probably the last caller we're going to take tonight. Hello, your name and where you're calling from. Very brief.
Hello. Hello.
Go on, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Be very brief.
Can you hear me?
We can. The world is
yes.
hearing you. Go on. Your name and where you're calling from.
This is Prince Dyke, and I'm calling from Austria in Europe.
All right. Go on with your submission, please.
Yes, I have listened to the program and listened attentively to Professor Wala as he spoke. I want to contribute that we, Igbos, and especially those of us in diaspora, we are bold enough to confront the enemy from there. We are prepared to render our services to ADF as much as we can. It will not be a business as usual anymore. What happened in Benue must be an eye-opener for all of us. We must cash in on that. We cannot be taken by surprise, not at all. We have the numbers, the boldness, and all it takes. 1 million march is a must. Anti-open grazing bill must be signed by the governors. We must enforce it completely. This is all I want to say. Reckon with our support from the diaspora. We are 100% behind ADF, and we will achieve our mission. Thank you very much. Prince Dyke from Austria.
God bless you. If you want to partner with us to achieve this purpose, please call this number after this program. Thank you. Let us take another call. Very quickly. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you're calling from. Be very fast because this program.
Hello. Mr. Asus and Professor Koye.
Okoye.
Hello.
Go on with your submission.
Yes, I sent you a message. I sent you a message on WhatsApp. I was watching when Mr. Zeribe was talking with you.
That is not the topic of discussion now. We are talking about anti-open grazing bill. Is that what you are calling for? Because you don't want our...
No, not really. I only wanted to... Well, I just saw the topic for now. I was busy, doing something when you called.
Now, in a simple term, do you support the anti-open grazing bill to be signed into law in the Southeast or in Igbo-speaking states?
Why not?
And also,
why not?
1 million march.
The 2 million march.
The 1 million march. If
why not?
Refuse to sign it into law. We are mobilizing 1 million people.
Anything that can be done. Anything that can be done so that we can be free. Right. I'm a retired professor of the University of Nigeria.
Good.
I took part. I was a soldier early in my life and retired just last October. So whatever can give us Biafra, I am all for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why I called was to at least contribute to what we were discussing with Sanzeribe before I now saw this.
Okay.
If we succeed in getting the anti-grazing law, at least Benue has theirs, and some other states. There is no reason why we shouldn't have any.
Yeah.
At least at least there is a law, protecting us.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your.
So
we look forward.
I'm 70 years old. Last October.
Yeah.
So Nama water, but unfortunately, this crisis I'm in London now, and I've been wanting to get back home.
You will come back home safely.
In fact, my flight.
You will come back home safe and sound. You will meet us safe and sound.
Thank you very much. No, they canceled my flight, so I've been searching. That was why I didn't even see when you responded to my text message through the WhatsApp.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I joined the Biafran army before my 18th birthday.
Oh.
And I had 3 consecutive injuries. I was in class 4 secondary school. And when the war ended, I went back to school, finished the secondary school, and then went and did medicine. Qualified in medicine in 1978, University of Lagos. After all the rigmarole, I came down to Glasgow here in the United Kingdom and read biomedical engineering.
Okay, Daddy. Okay.
So,
okay, Daddy.
All right.
I appreciate you calling. Let us take other callers as well. Thank you so much. May God bless you. May God continue to keep you. We celebrate you, our heroes. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you.
Yes, because Kono Jisike.
All right, sir.
The anti-grazing should be there.
All right.
And then the 2 million man.
Hello? Hello? I think you are not, the person that is calling is busy listening to the program. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Please make your submission very quick.
Hello?
Hello? Make your submission very fast. We are ending the program any minute. Go on. Your name, where you calling from?
Okay. My name is Sid. I'm calling from Holland.
Go on with your submission.
My contribution is, okay. I'm in 100% support for the 1 million march. Because enough is enough. We have had enough, we have seen a lot, so there's nothing new again. I'm completely in support. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. All right, I think that will be about the last call we're going to take tonight. Let me quickly go through the comments, because here we are always seduced to give our people a voice as much as I can. Honestly, on this platform, that is the primary assignment, to give my people a voice. That is why this platform was created for you. That is why you have to take it up as your own by subscribing, liking, sharing. Invite our people to come on this platform, because this is the only platform that can guarantee your voice to be heard world over. Okay? So, Yazi Council. One day we are going to talk about this name issue. Our people, the name they answer is very, very difficult for this local man here to even pronounce them. Okay, Yazi Council said, thank you, Chinedu, for opportunity given to ADF to talk. Igwebike, thank you very much. Yegzi, forgive me for the way I pronounce your name. I'm murdering your name. Okay, John Samuel. Okay, before John Samuel, we have Valentine Febuary. He said, has our enemies from the Fulani Caliphate come online to discuss how they are going to kill our people? Now, let me tell you, this has been the sentiment many of you have expressed, and Professor Ozodem Manwala have elaborated on this very issue. And I think that issue should be respected, that position should be respected. It is not everything that we discuss here. Trust me, classified informations are not disclosed on the social media or even on the public place. That is true. But one at a time, we have to inform our people on what is happening. If you are leading the people and they don't know where you are heading to, then you are just walking around the cycle. So everybody must be on the same page, and that is why this platform is dedicated to inform you. And that information is coming to you to inspire you, to equip you, to get you informed. Because if you are not informed, then definitely you are deformed. And woe betide you what will become of a people that are deformed. All right. Quickly, KOK, Chinedu, I will give you thumbs up if this 1 million march is achieved. I want to give you a guarantee that it will be achieved only if you are part of it. Only if you do your own part. I am doing my own part. We are taking everything. We are risking everything. It is not left for you to support our efforts by taking this message to everyone around you. Share these videos, share this sensitization, get everyone to get informed about the 1 million march. If the governors refuse to sign into law the anti-open grazing bill, by August, we will shut down the Southeast. Let them know it, that we, the people, now we be government. Thank you for that, your submission. Also, we have Emmanuel Emenike Odimegu. Thank you. Go on. Oliver Ibekwe. You are doing a great job. You are doing a great job for watching this far. Thank you for your comment. Prophetess Philomena Omogene. Please forgive me for that pronunciation. You are doing a great job, my great hero. Oh, that wonderful woman. Thank you so much for your comment. Thank you for watching. Blessing Samuel. Whether you support 1 million march or not, doesn't matter, it will surely go ahead. Thank you very much. It will definitely go ahead. Now, she best and Ojo says more and better. Okay, now let us take the final call because I'm not going to take more commentaries. The last call. Hello, your name and where you're calling from. Let me wrap up for tonight.
Chinedu, good evening. This is Agricole Odumodu calling from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Odumodu, good evening. Can you help us turn down mute the you are listening to the device? Can you please help us?
Yeah, I'm 100% support of 1 million march. Thank you.
Can you help us to mute where you are listening to this program from? We are hearing ourselves. Good. Mute it.
Yeah, I said I'm calling from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yes, we heard you. We heard you. We are telling you should please put off your listening device where you are watching this program. Mute it. Put it off. Turn down the volume so that we can hear ourselves. The voice is coming to us.
Okay, I'm off it now already. I say I am 100% support of 1 million march.
All right. That is wonderful because
thank you.
Very, very needful. Thank you so much from Brazil.
Enough.
Support.
The enough is enough.
Thank you.
These people have kill us enough.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. That is the last call we are taking for tonight, and this is where we are wrapping it up. This is where we are wrapping it up. This is not a public program or a meeting. Some people are showing concern that we should not be saying some of these things on the social media or on the broadcast like this. Where else are we going to discuss our issues as Omonne? Where else are we going to discuss our issues that concerns us? Where else are we going to inform our people of the impending danger? When it comes to strategy, when it comes to the plan of action and how it's going to be executed, it is not being discussed on this platform. So you have to respect the sacrifice people are making to inform our people. Without information, you can't get the necessary awareness for you to take proper action. You can avoid a lot of calamity if you are well informed. And that is what we are doing here. And I admonish you to appreciate this singular sacrifice. Thank you for watching this far. It is almost 8 p.m. and we have done justice to this program. It's supposed to last 1 hour, but we are above it by 8 minutes. I thank you for giving us your time. I thank you for watching. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. I still remember Scucci Peters, the voice of the people. This platform is just for you. Keep in touch with us and keep a date with us. Coming again on Friday, we are going to be doing our Biafra discourse. Join us live 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. May God bless you as I'm signing out. Stay safe and may God keep you. Goodbye.